中巴鲁拥有新加坡最古老的房子，这些房子建立于1930年。我在中巴鲁已经居住了21年，亲眼见证了这地方的许多改变，如建筑物被拆除再重建。中巴鲁是我每天享用早餐的地方，有许多店铺如中巴鲁早市场、老店铺及美食中心都仍在营业中。
There are fewer cars certainly at the time, so there were not so many cars, not so many car parks. So a lot of people were just arriving here, walking here, and we come here for supper or brunch in the market, and it was all very noisy and crowded, and it was full of fumes and smoke. And I remember the food center was right next to the wet market, and right next to the poultry shop where there was a lot of not so nice smell coming from the chicken store, live chicken and the excretion. And then we were all eating our zi cha and our chui kueh and all that next to the wet market, and we were still enjoying it. It was really late in the night, it was close to midnight, we were just having supper, and it was an experience that you can't find today, because no market will be built this way where you are just right next to the poultry shop and eating your zi cha. Yeah, but this kind of experience, things that we don't see anymore. The new food center is so well ventilated, it's no longer crowded, it's not as noisy anymore. It's clean, very clean in fact, with an escalator. It's not the same kind of experience, but yeah, we can only live with the memory for now.
This place is much more hype today than it used to be 6 years ago. And for a French guy, more bakery and coffee shop is really important, especially for the bread, so I'm quite happy with this.
It seems like it's a different demographic coming in, like a lot more young people. I guess because last time it used to be just like people living here, right, and like a normal kind of community. But now it's like people coming here like to get a different taste of Singapore, for fun and adventure lah. So in a sense, it's less organic in that way because they're looking for an experience, because this is different from other parts of Singapore. But that's not a good or bad thing, I guess it's just a thing, and it's always nice to have Singaporeans who are interested in their own country and who can enjoy it.
And I find that it's a place that increasingly I see things from the past and very contemporary shops and events are happening in this same space.
All the streets has become, once you go close to the community center and all the parallel streets here, you can walk by and it's very nice because it's very quiet, it's beautiful with nice color, and then you don't hear the cars or the big noise of the city, but you hear the birds, you hear the children singing, because there is class as well there, so the children are very active weekdays. So this is an ambience that I really like in Tiong Bahru.
Well, some parts of this place are really like freaking beautiful. Like a lot of the estates are like really damn nice, and like it's super pretty, and so I like that, which is like quite superficial. But also I guess after today you learn some of the stories, and it's really super interesting. I feel like it changes everything. Like this isn't just some random structure now.
Well, the history of Tiong Bahru is probably a lot of made with the people living in Tiong Bahru, and the old people more especially, because you have very specific people here that are very typical Singapore for me, and I really love that.
Stories they told about architecture was super interesting, like how they're saying, because a lot of the stuff was built in the 1930s, right, of our homes, and then at that time it was like a big period of wanderlust, so people want to go on cruises and stuff like that, so they made the houses look a lot more like cruise ships and hotels and stuff. I thought that was super interesting because I guess at least I didn't know that about people of that time.
But I think the whole of Yong Siak Street is interesting, because over a span of maybe about 5 years since books actually have come into settled here, that street has become very different. It's all kinds of shops, from restaurants to boutiques and where homewares have all come in. It started off so simply when the bookstore came in, and we only used to come here just for the event, and the street was quiet, but it has changed so much now. I don't even know if that's a very happy thing, but it is an experience that happened over 5 years that I do will remember.
如今，中巴鲁已经发展成一个独特的地区，除了所保留的传统店铺及低层住宅外， 还有许多传统咖啡店、书店及有趣的精品店。